everybody, welcome to week 8 of the Cut File Challenge, and I'm going to be using yet another beautiful cut file from Jen Schow, and I'll show you the cut file here in just a second. All the links to Jen's shop are going to be posted below. I'm going to start this out by doing a little bit of journaling on my layout, and I am doing a layout of a couple of pictures of my little one and my mom. We went to go eat lunch at Mellow Mushroom, which is a pizza place, and they were cuddling and snuggling and talking, and I thought that I would take a few pictures of them. And these pictures just came out beautifully and are just a wonderful depiction of their close relationship. So here's that cut file from Jen, and it's a beautiful floral cut file. And my intention for this layout wasn't necessary to use another floral, but again, I wanted to use this. And so this uses cut file. So I went ahead, cut it out on some Nina Bright White cardstock. And I think I said white twice. White for emphasis, cardstock. And I didn't want to do anything to those cut files. I just want to leave them white. And I love how that looks on that white background, that white texture cardstock by American Crafts. And so I positioned the cut file so that it framed the photo, and it really draws your eye into those beautiful photos of my daughter and my mom. Now I'm using some leftover bits from my Felicity Jane, I want to say it's my Maggie kit. And I really wanted to use that wood veneer piece that says You and Me. And I think that was just perfect for this particular layout. Now I cut some thin strips of pattern paper that I have left over from the kit. One is a mint green and then a stripe white and mint green. And then this other one is a black polka dot that I cut that was a part of a marketing strip off of one of the 12 by 12 papers. I'm going to mat my photos on some white, Nina Bright White. Why am I saying white twice? It's called Nina Bright White cardstock. And I'm going to trim that out. And then I'm going to do a double mat by using that light pink paper. Now in the Felicity Jane kit, the solid cardstock has both a light and dark option, but back and front. And so I'm using the light option of that paper. Now I'm going to adhere those paper strips down. I just love those photos. Every time I look at them, they just make me smile. Now I'm trying to keep this layout really simple because, again, I want the focus to be on the photo and the story. And I talk about in the journaling about how precious the relationship is between grandparents and grandchildren. And speaking of grandchildren, here's my little Moppet who's helping me take the adhesive backing off of the strip she wanted to help so badly. So there she is with her cute little hands. And then she wants to say hi. There she is. So cute. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere the cut file pieces to the layout. And I have this all sort of planned out. It takes me longer to do simple layouts. I don't know why it is. I can just knock out a layout with a bunch of embellishing, but for simple ones, I don't know. I think I'm just so focused on keeping it clean and simple. Okay, so I wanted to do something to that wood veneer piece. So I'm going to mask off the top part. And I'm going to create a dipped effect using some white embossing powder. I'm going to take some Versamark and ink up the bottom of that wood veneer piece. This is probably one of my favorite techniques as of late to do. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to pull up that washi tape here in a second. Get an extra piece of paper so I have a place for the spill off from that powder to run onto. Okay, so I'm trying to lift up this washi tape. And I want to be careful because I have been a little bit too rough with my wood veneer pieces lately and have snapped them in half. And I did not want to do that with this piece. Okay, so now I'm going to sprinkle on that embossing powder, and I'm going to heat all of that with my heat gun. I'm going to tap that off. That's going to look so pretty. I love embossing things, and I get very excited when the powder starts heating up and it sets, and then you can see the color change. See, isn't that awesome? I'm such a 3-year-old. Like, everything excites me. Love that. And now I'm going to place that on the layout, and that just looks great. I'm going to back that with some foam tape because I want it to stand up to the height of the photo because, again, that photo is also backed with some foam tape as well. There we go. Just pull a few pieces of that. And yeah, so I'm going to call that good. I'm loving how this turned out. So pretty. So now I'm going to add a tab to the right-hand side. And this is from a previous layout that I was trying to make with these photos and it just wasn't working out. So I just pulled that off the old layout and put that on there and backed that with some foam tape as well so it could stand up. And now I wanted to add just a few sequins onto the layout. And so I pick out just the subtlest of colors, that nice little, I guess it's a mauve or a peach color, and then white, and sprinkle those around the page. creating 3 little clusters of interest there. And I just want some there at the bottom because there is a lot of white space there. So I want to fill just a bit of that in. And I'm going to adhere the sequins with some Tombow Aqua glue, so they stay real nicely. And then I'm going to stamp the date using my Heidi Swapp roller date stamp. Wasn't quite sure where I wanted to put that stamp at, but I figured there would be just as fine as any other spot. Okay, so there we go, a complete and finished layout. Super clean, love this. And those cut files are just beautiful. Jen has the most beautiful cut files. I absolutely love how that looks on the layout. Okay, make sure you check out Crafty Jen Schow on her blog as well as her shop on Ikwid, and you can purchase this beautiful cut file. I think it's like $1.99 or something like that, so very inexpensive. All right, we only have week 9 and 10 left of this challenge. I hope you've been playing along, and I hope that you have been using cut files on your layouts. I will see you guys next time.